Imagine this. It's 3 a.m. You're wide awake, not tired, not groggy, just perfectly alert. You could pull an all-nighter, ace your morning meeting, and still have energy to reorganize your entire garage. What if your brain never needed sleep? Sounds amazing, right? Endless productivity, infinite Netflix binges. You'd finally have time to learn guitar, code an app, and maybe even finish that laundry pile from 2019. But like most too good to be true ideas, this one hides some pretty weird consequences. Let's start with what sleep actually does. We often think of sleep as our body turning off, but it's more like a nightly cleaning service. While you snooze, your brain takes out the trash, literally. Special cells wash away waste chemicals that build up during the day. Your memories get sorted, your emotions get balanced, and your brain recharges its focus battery. Now, in our imaginary world, your brain somehow figures out how to do all that without ever shutting down. No naps, no dreams, no coffee breaks, just a fully functional brain that can run 24 hours per 7 days. So what happens next? At first, life would be awesome. You'd gain about 8 extra hours every day. That's like getting a bonus third of your life back. If you live to 90, that's an extra 30 years of waking time. You could travel the world, read every Wikipedia article, or just watch every single episode of The Simpsons twice. Night shifts would no longer suck. Airplanes could have non-stop flights because pilots wouldn't need rest. Hospitals, factories, and streaming services would run smoother because humans wouldn't need downtime. The global economy would explode with non-stop productivity. And think about parents of newborns. No more sleepless nights. College students would love it. No more all-nighters because every night is an all-nighter. But pretty soon, the cracks start to show. Humans structure their lives around sleep. It's not just a biological need. It's a social rhythm. What happens when half the world decides to stay up all night while the other half sleeps? Imagine trying to hang out with your friends when their daytime is your middle of the night. You'd have 24-hour stores, 24-hour schools, 24-hour noise. Cities would never be quiet. The stars would never truly belong to the night. And what about relationships? Couples might argue over when bedtime cuddles should happen if one person never feels tired. Even if your brain didn't need sleep, your body might. Muscles repair during rest. Hormones regulate themselves when you're asleep. Without that, your organs would need new ways to recover. Maybe you'd need to plug into some futuristic body charger like a biological pit stop. Your mind might also get overwhelmed. We use sleep to emotionally reset, to forget unimportant stuff. Without that filter, your brain could start drowning in memories. You'd remember every awkward conversation, every bad hair day, every embarrassing middle school moment forever. Sounds more like a curse than a superpower. And let's talk about creativity. A lot of great ideas come from dreams, literally. Mary Shelley dreamed up Frankenstein. Paul McCartney dreamed the melody for Yesterday. Without dreams, human creativity could flatline. We might become super efficient robots, productive, logical, and boring. On the flip side, society could split into sleepers and awakes. Sleepers might see the awakes as unnatural, maybe even threatening. Meanwhile, the awakes would dominate industries, politics, and technology since they could work non-stop. Congratulations, you've just invented the world's weirdest class divide. But here's the twist. You'd eventually miss sleep. Even if you didn't need it, you'd crave that moment of peace, the feeling of drifting off, of letting go. Sleep is the original reset button for our consciousness. Without it, time would blur together. Days would stretch endlessly. Without the rhythm of night and day, life might start to feel flat. In a world without sleep, we might lose something deeply human, the dream of dreaming itself. So maybe it's a good thing our brains do need to shut down. Sleep keeps us sane, creative, and balanced. It's not wasted time, it's maintenance time. The universe runs on cycles, day and night, work and rest, chaos and calm. Our brains are no different. So tonight, when you climb into bed and close your eyes, remember that's not you being lazy. That's your brain doing some of its best work. If you enjoyed this what if dive into the sleepless mind, give the video a like. Comment below what you do with 8 extra hours a day, and don't forget to subscribe for more science stories that keep you up at night in a good way.